सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Your notebook, page number 40, Gita Press, mantra number 8, page 36. किंच अविद्यायामन्तरे वर्तमानाः
अविद्यायामन्तरे वर्तमानाः
स्वयं धीराः पंडितं मन्यमानाः
स्वयं धीराः पंडितं मन्यमानाः
जङ्घन्यमानाः पर्यन्ति मूढाः
जङ्गन्यमानाः पर्यन्ति मूढाः
अन्धेनैव नीयमाना यथान्धाः
अन्धेनैव नीयमाना यतान्धाः।
Once again, अविद्यायामन्तरे वर्तमानाः
अविद्यायामन्तरे वर्तमानाः
स्वयं धीराः पंडितं मन्यमानाः
स्वयं धीराः पंडितं मन्यमानाः
जङ्घन्यमानाः पर्यन्ति मूढाः
जङ्गन्यमानाः पर्यन्ति मूढाः
अन्धेनैव नीयमाना यथान्धाः
अन्धेनैव नीयमाना यतान्धाः।
Yeah. So in this first Mundaka, second Khanda that we are studying, this Upanishad started with the topic of karma. In Vedanta, two topics are always studied: karma, jnanam. Karma, jnanam. These are the two topics. And the first few mantras here talking about Agnihotra Karmadi. So Vaidika Karma that is being talked about. And the limitations of karma. Finally, karma ninda. So critique of karma. You cannot do karma perfection. Perfectionism in karma is not possible, number one. And number two, even if you do it perfectly, karma is anityam. Therefore, karma phalam is also anityam. That is the idea being indicated here. Plavahyete, we saw in the last mantra. Now, karma being criticized, critiqued. Now, this mantra is going to, it's like a criticism of a karmi, the person who is committed to karma. Committed means thinking karma is the be all end all. That person is being addressed here, not mentioned here, not addressed, mentioned. In fact, some of you may recall in Kathopanishad, we saw the same mantra. Same mantra. In case you
125.
forgot, you can
125.
note it down. 1.2.5. That is the mantra we studied. Except one word is different. Janganyamanaha. Here, there it is Dandramyamanaha. That is the only difference. Both words mean the same thing. Okay. That is by the way. So here is people. Is people avidyaya mantare vartamana. See, a person who knows only karma obviously does not know the nature of the self. That was taught by Sri Krishna in the second chapter. The person doesn't know. And so, avidyaya mantare vartamana means they are very much, their life is governed by avidya. Means what? Avidya means all of, I mean, everybody is doing fine, all right. But the basis is avidya. And so, whatever is being done is within the framework of avidya, kama, karma, karma phalam, punarjanma, avidya, kama. This is the cycle. This is the cycle. And so, avidyaya mantare vartamana. Vartamana means they are present very much there in this particular cycle. Swayam dhiraha. But then, swayam dhiraha panditam manyamana. Swayam. They say they made it. You know, the been there, done that. So these are the been there, done that people. That's it. I I can give you advice, but I don't need any advice. That kind of stuff. So swayam dhiraha pandita manyamanaha andheneva niyamana yathandaha. Then janganyamana paryanti mudaha. Okay. Janganyamana means they go from place to place. They are tormented. Finally they're tormented because at some point or the other you don't know what to do, because that's the nature of karma phalam. This cycle is like that. And so janganyamanaha pariyanti, they just wander around being tormented. Andheneva, how is it? Example is given just like andaha means blind people. Just like blind people, imagine blind people. On top of that, the okay, blind person life itself is difficult. On top of that, the blind person is led by blind people are led by a blind person. This is the example Upanishad is giving. So, just like the fate of those people is like that, these people are also no different. Like that, they are mudaha. Like that, this mantra is saying. So, this mudaha, why they're all intelligent people? Why do you call them mudaha? As though people are not intelligent, smart. There are smart people out there. Yeah, smart people are there. We are not questioning that at all. But it's within the framework of karma. Number one. Number two, it's all based on a human intellect based intelligence. Human intellect is maybe maybe a genius. Somebody is a genius, we say. That's good. That's a big blessing, no doubt about that. But it's still limited by the capacity of the human intellect to reason out things, to grasp things. All those things are there. To figure out things that have not been figured out. All these, that's a blessing of a human intellect. But then the human intellect has six limitations. Six limitations. Okay. Let's take a look. First is ajnanam, ignorance. Child that is born doesn't know anything. And slowly picks up, picks up, picks up, picks up. So ajnanam. And even after picking up, there are many more things to know. The number of things to know is infinite. So ajnanam is always there. I know A, but I don't know B. That's always there. Number one, ajnanam. Number two, doubt, samshayaha. Doubt is there. I know. When people say something, they say, yeah, I know. I think you have to go right. I think you have to go right means you don't know. In India, this is what they say. You please go right. They, in fact, they're very confident also. They say go right. You go right all the way a few miles and then they say, no, you have to go back all the way. So the I think is a problem. I think means what? I think I know. I think I know is very different from I know. Correct? I think. So samshayaha. Then viparyayaha. Okay, that's where I should give that Indian exam. Viparyayaha means wrong knowledge. These people think they know the directions, but really they don't know. They love to give directions. They have good intentions. They just love it when people ask them. And they say, oh, you asked me for directions? And I must say something. How will it be if I don't say? That would be an insult to you, right? Therefore, I will say whatever comes in my mouth. That is viparjaya. So, wrong knowledge, if you want to call it. Then, pramadaha. Fourth one, pramadaha. Pramadaha. Pramadaha means missing out on something. Oversight. 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 Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Saying something like that. Because there's a lot to know. And we do make mistakes. And so that oversight is always there. Missing out on something, not paying attention to something. Those things are there. Oversight. Then, then all knowledge is gained through our pramanas only, through our sense organs. Our sense organs are the thermometers and the blood pressure monitors. They're all picking up signals from out there. Therefore, our knowledge is going to be limited by the capacity of our sense organs also. And that is called, so the sense organs is called patu, patukaranatvam, apatukaranatvam. Apatukaranatvam means intrinsic limitation of sense organs. Indriyanam apatukaranatvam. Apatu karanatvam. So karana. So this patu means skillful, fully capable. Apatu means no, not capable. Sense organs are useful for us. We use them every day, but they have their own limitations. That's why the science is constantly also developing instruments. Sense organs will be used, instruments are also used, and even those instruments, after some time, we find the limitations, or they find the limitations, they improve it, constantly improve it. These days, blood sugar testing is just like that. Everybody must have this instrument at home. It has become like that. 50 years ago, it was not like that. It was not like that. So, constantly developing instruments. Okay, that is the fifth limitation. Apatu karanatva. Sixth limitation is vipralabdhihi. Vipralabdhihi. This is a killer. At least everything else are just natural limitations of ourselves. Vipralabdhihi means wrong motive, wrong intention. Okay, and that plays a role in what people can know, will know, tell others what they know. All these things. This plays a big role in all this Companies that sponsor research. Research sponsored by companies. It's all driven by companies giving. Pharmaceutical company, Merck. Merck is doing this research, suppose. Just an example, that's all. Research findings are there. This particular drug is not is giving some lot of side effects. It is helping the symptoms, all right, but it's a lot of side effects. Now, what will the company do? Throw away the thing? They can't throw away. They are they've spent a lot of money on this. They're not going to throw away all these things. They will find a way to make it better and maybe even suppress some of the truths. Maybe this is going on all the time. It's going on. So you got all the lawsuits, this, that. They get the data. They find out, oh, this was suppressed by the company, and this, that goes on and on. It's a common game. They just manage it. They're not. It's not like they don't know what they're doing. They just know how to manage it. So that is called vipralabdhi. And all the news channels of this, that we expect news channels to provide us the facts as they are, but vipralabdhi is there. Political parties, this, that, etc. So Swamiji says there are only two sources which have no vipralabdhi, and that is Bhagavan and Jnani. That is what he says. Because there's nothing to gain. Wrong motive. What can I? Why should a Jnani have a wrong motive? This is how things are. And so Ajnanam, Samshayah, Viparyayah, Pramadah, Apatukaranatvam, and Vipralabdhi. Okay. And so,
Can you
with this
repeat that
being
one
the
more time?
case,
The 6.
yeah, Ajnanam, Samshayah, Viparyayah, Pramadah. Pramada, this word Pramada is an interesting thing. In Tamil, Pramada means great. But Pramada means it can mean tragedy also in many cases. Here, oversight. Okay, fourth is Pramada. Fifth is Apatukaranatvam. Sixth is Vipralabdhi. So therefore, this is the fact. Therefore, a person may be very good, blessed with a great capacity. Medha Shakti is there. We name our daughter Medha. So Medha is a very important word. Medha Shakti is there. The blessing. We take it as a blessing. But it's not complete. Nobody's brain is complete. They say this this English, he knew his English vocabulary was so many million words or something like that. I forgot all these names now. Anyway, so big vocabulary, but even that person's intellect is limited. So we are looking for this nirdushta pramanam. Our pramanams being like this, nirdushta pramanam. That means a pramanam which does not have these 6 limitations. Shad dosha rahita pramanam. Shadvidha dosha rahita pramanam. That's what we're looking for. And so that is why Shastram becomes very important for us. That is why Atma becomes very important for us. In Anatma area, it's vast. Ironically, Anatma study is never going to end. But Atma study will end. You know why? Because there is finality in this Atma study. Correct? Finality will be there. Very interesting. Finality is there in the study of the infinite. In the study of the finite, there is no finality. Isn't it interesting? So that we saw that even in that Kathopanishad 1.2.5. So there the word Dandramyamanaha is used. Same meaning, similar meaning at least. So in Tamil, there is a Thirumandaram written by Thirumular, very famous thing. Kuruttinai Nikum Guruvinai Kollar. So Kollar means Kuruttinai Nikum. You seek a guru who can remove your blindness. குருட்டினை நீக்கும் குருவினை கொள்ளார், குருட்டினை நீக்கா குருவினை கொள்வர். If a person looks for a guru who himself is blind, then what happens? குருடும் குருடும் குருடாட்டமாடி குருடும் குருடும் குழி விழுமாறே. Means the blind, they will kurudum kurudum kurudattam aadi. Kurudattam means they are going to be dancing. They will have their own type of activity and dance. What can two blind people do? And then finally they will all fall in a ditch, it seems. Kuri virumare. And guru also in the ditch, student also in the ditch, like that. That particular padiham is like that. Thirumandiram. So therefore, that is this mantra, which is again critiquing this karma and indirectly therefore praising Shreyas Jnanam. Shreyascha Preyascha Manushyametaha, like that Yama had said in Katopanishad. So that this is all prayas. Prayas is being described here. Therefore, that means what? Seek Shreyas. That is the meaning. Indirectly. Okay. Bhaashyam. Avidyayam antare.
One second. Avidyayam antare
Madhye
vartamanaha avivekaprayaha
Swayam Vayam eva Dhiraha
Dhimantaha Panditaha
Vidita
Veditavyaha
Cha iti Manyamanaha Atmanam
Sambhavayantaha.
Yeah. I think you have a full stop in your notebook. Gita Press, you can put a full stop. So Bhagavan Bhashyakara is explaining Avidyayam antare. Antare means madhye. Vartamanaha means those who are present in avidya, literally in avidya. Means what? Means Shankaracharya is saying aviveka prayaha. Means they don't have viveka. They don't have atmanatma viveka. They may even not have viveka about basic things in our life, daily life also. How to talk to people, what kind of food to eat, what to do, what not to do. All that itself they may not know. But that's not relevant here. Here the relevance is only towards Shreyas versus Preyas. So they don't know that there is something called Shreyas. You can know about Shreyas only if you want to know about Atma or Ishvara, like that. So therefore here he says Avidyayam antare madhye vartamanaha aviveka prayaha. So that means they have never asked the question that the student asked the Guru in Viveka Chudamani. Ko nama bandhaha katamesha agataha katam pratistasya katam vimokshaha kaha asau anatma paramah ka atma. These 7 questions they have never asked. And so if you don't ask those questions, then you will never know. And so they are called here aviveka prayaha. Shankaracharya is saying. So avidyayam means in avidya, literally that's what it means. And in avidya means what? It's not like we get up in the morning and say, I am in avidya and all. No, it's not like that. Avidya means because of that avidya, there is kama, karma, karma phalam. So kama and karma is governing my life. I artha, kama and dharma. These are the things that will govern my life. I need security daily morning. I get up and knowingly or unknowingly, my mind is going after security. And once everything is there, then kama and dharma. And so that is called avidyayam. Within these three purusharthas alone, their life is treading, wandering, going on. That is what is the meaning of avidyayam. And of course, you can bring in all the other ideas. See, more Vedanta ideas you can bring by saying, okay, the person takes himself, herself to be the body. So that's Shula Shariram, Aham Stula Shariram Eva. I'm as good as this body. I'm as good as my mind. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha. I'm as good as my intellect. I've accomplished this, or I've not accomplished so many things I wanted to do. So now I push my children to do all these things. This is the maximum we can do. So that kind of identification is automatic once this ajnanam is there. And so that's what we read into this word, avidyayam. And then, as though this is not enough, they say, now you can, the quotation starts. Swayam onwards, quotation starts. Okay, you can put inverted commas. Till all the way to cha iti. The cha, after cha, you can end the quotation mark. What do they say? Swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha. Like that they say. Swayam means what? Shankaracharya doesn't have to say it, but still he's saying Vayam eva. Vayam eva. Sanskrit students will love this because very simple Sanskrit. Vayam eva. Aham avam vayam. This even school children will know this, I think. So those days the book, first page, second page itself, this vibhakti will be there. Aham avam vayam. Like that, these words will be there. So vayam eva. We alone. We are no. We alone are. We alone are what? Dhimantaha. Panditam panditaha. Dhimantaha. Dhiman. Buddhi. Buddhi asya asti iti buddhiman. So we are buddhimantaha. Dhimantaha. We are the people who are blessed with some special intellect. And so what? So therefore we are panditaha. Panditam. And what is pandita? Shankaracharya says, Vidita Veditavyaha cha. Means what? Veditavyaha means must be known. These are the things you must know. Obviously, minimum there are certain things you must know. And here it is a little different. Vidita Veditavya. Whatever is there to be known, we know. That's it. Vidita Veditavya. What a term it is. All the Veditavyas have become Viditas. Vidita means one who is, we have children named Vidita. Vidita means Jnani ityartha. One who knows is called a Vidita. So, Vidita Veditavyaha. We know everything that is to be known. That's it. There's nothing, in other words, there is nothing we don't know. Nothing we don't know. Che. So, we are Dhimantaha. We are very intelligent people. And we know everything that is to be known. Iti manyamanaha. People who consider themselves in this fashion. Atmanam sambhavayantaha. Atmanam. Swayam. Atma here is not Satchidananda Atma. Atmanam. Uddared Atman Atmanam. That Atmanam is coming here. Correct? So, But the Bhagavad Gita, Atmanam is coming here. Atmanam means considering oneself. Atmanam means oneself or themselves, whichever way you want to look at it. Atmanam sambhavayantaha. Sambhavayantaha. Praising oneself in this manner. They finally they are been there, done that, So you must have a good feeling about yourself. So that good feeling, sambhavayantaha. We have seen this word sambhavayantaha before. Any guesses? Any guesses? So in the Bhagavad Gita, it's not okay. The clue is Bhagavad Gita. It's not exactly sambhavayantaha, but it is sambha. Comes like that.
Is it 242?
Sambhavana.
You can't give me those kinds of answers. You tell me exactly what the shloka is.
Dhanman Madan Vitaha 16th Daivasur Sampad Vibhagyo.
Okay, tell me the shloka.
Kirtihi Maranadati.
That is what I was looking for. In second chapter, Akirtim chapi bhutani kathayishyanti te vyayam sambhavitasya cha kirtihi maranadati richyate. You know what Krishna is saying there? Akirtim chapi bhutani kathayishyanti te vyayam. Hey, if you walk away from this war, you know what will happen, Arjuna? They will put you down. They'll put you down. Okay, so what if they put me down? Sambhavitasya cha. A person, anybody can be put down, all right. But a person who is considered as a leader of the nation, leader of the people, sambhavitasya, then maranat atirichyate. It has to be worse than death. This kind of an insult to the character, and that sambhavitasya means for the one who is already well known.
Yeah, so Atma Sambhavitaha Stabdaha Dhanman Madan Vitaha. That's what I was thinking about. 1670.
That is which?
1670.
Okay, good.
Yejante Name Yajnasya Dambena Viti Purvakam.
Good, very good. I'll make a note here. 1617 also is there. Yeah. So that Atmanam Sambhavayantaha means they consider themselves to be, they glorify themselves. Self-glorifying people. Okay. And self-glorify, another name comes, another word comes. What is that?
Arjavam, no?
Not Arjav.
Amanitvam.
Mani. Mani is a person who has a lot of mana. Mana means abhimana. Lot of abhimana is there. Everybody has manam. Manam veno. Yeah, manam is required. But I am the greatest. Self-glorification. I did this, I did that. So that guy is a mani, and therefore Krishna tells in that 13th chapter, amanitvam is a value. A jnani never says I am a jnani. Period. Full stop. Jnani's talks are all over. And so there also that mani comes to my mind here. So Atmanam Stambhavayantaha. Okay, until now we are clear. So yeah, we don't need any gurus. You all go and study your classes, but we don't need it. Today, you know what they have done? They have invited me. A couple of schools, they are celebrating. They call it Guru Day. Guru Day. That's how the advertisement says. And then they've invited me to come there. So we don't need any gurus. Second. te cha
te cha
janganyamanaha
janganyamanaha
jararogadi
jararogadi
aneka anartha vrataihi
aneka anartha vratehi
hanyamanaha
hanyamanaha
bhrisham pidyamanaha
भृशं पीड्यमानाः
pariyanti vibhramanti
परियन्ति विभ्रमन्ति
modhaha.
मूढाः.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So techa means further. By the way, I forgot to mention one thing. Kincha in the Sambandha Bhaashyam. I don't recall talking about it, correct? No, I didn't. Yeah, kincha. Kincha means moreover. Further, continuing our discussion, the discussion on karma is not over yet, like that he's saying. And this mantra is also is in the same train of thought, talking about karma and karmi. So that is the meaning of kincha there. Okay. Because I was reminded of techa. When I heard this, suddenly I was reminded techa. Furthermore, these people are janganyamanaha. Okay. What is Shankaracharya saying? Jara rogadi aneka anartha vrataihi hanyamanaha. Hanyamanaha. Handatu. Hanti. Nayam hanti na hanyate. That same dhatu is here. And hanyamanaha, same dhatu. Janganyamana also same dhatu. Han, just the dhatu han. And you look at Sanskrit, you just get amazed every time you look at a word. It is just mind-boggling. It is. Anyway, hanyamanaha means what? Being hurt. Being hurt. Okay, hurt is the word I'm getting. Being affected by problems. Okay, hanyamanaha. By what? Jara rogadi aneka anartha vrataihi. So, anartha vrataihi. Multitudes of many types of problems. Like jara, old age, roga, disease, etc. etc. We can fill up the blanks. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi, dukkha, doshadi, darshanam is there. So you can fill up all the blanks there. And you can add any more also in between. Economy problems, Trump problems, tariff problems, everything. You can bring all problems. Adi means now it's left to us. We can fill up anything. Today, what are the major problems today? War problems, war related problems. Like this we can say. Aneka anartha vrate. Anartha, they don't contribute to my purushartha at all, to my security or pleasure or dharma. That's called anartha. Vratehi, is buffeted by these kinds of problems. That is the meaning of janganyamanaha. And see, what is the difference between hanyamanaha and janganyamanaha? Hanyamanaha is being hurt like this. But brisham pidyamanaha. Pidyamanaha, piditaha. So like this, being affected like this, okay, being tormented in this manner. Brisham, again and again, punaha punaha. That is the meaning of janganyamana. Difference between janganyamana and hanyamana is what? Hanyamana is being beaten, and janganyamana means being beaten repeatedly. That's the difference between these two words. You know, when we studied Bhagavad Gita, Dhyana Shloka, okay, there is a Dhyana Shloka. It's called पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा पेपीयमानाः पेपीयमानं here also जङ्गन्यमानाः पीड्यमानाः that same पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसेन श्रेयसे. So that pepiyamanam there, what is being said is there also repetition is indicated. There is a particular suffix in Sanskrit called young. Sanskrit students, young is called, and that young suffix, when it goes, it gives the meaning of, it changes the word all right and gives the meaning of something being done repeatedly. Okay. So pepiyamanam, there it is, P is to drink. Those honey bees repeatedly go after that same flower which has this fragrance. The fragrance is Bhagavad Gita and the flower is Mahabharata. Like that simile is there in that shloka. So repeatedly these bees, honey bees, they keep going after that fragrance. It's pepiyamanam, because that Bhagavad Gita's fragrance is just too much for the bees to resist. So there, pepiyamanam. Here, janganyamanaha. All right. Brisham pidyamanaha pariyanti vibhramanti mudhaha. Vibhraman, pariyanti means vibhramanti. Brahma. Brahma can mean two things. Brahma can mean confusion, and that is also there here. Mudaha, confused. Vibhramanti also means roaming around, just aimlessly wandering. That is called Vibhramanti, Pariyanti, because they are Mudhaha. See, then there is another word. It's called Darshana Varjitatvat, which comes in your book. Full stop comes after that, but in Gita Press, full stop comes before itself. Full stop, then Darshana Varjitatvat. Either way, it's okay. We will read that now. दर्शन वर्जितत्वात्.
Riji.
दर्शनवत्वात्
दर्शन वर्जितत्वात्
दर्शनवर्जितत्वात्
अंधेन एव
अन्धेन एव
अचक्षुष्केण एव
अचक्षुकेन एव
नीयमानाः
नीयमानाः
प्रदर्श्यमानमार्गाः
प्रदर्श्यमान्य
मार्गाः
मार्गाः
यथा लोके
यथा लोके
अंधाः
अन्धाः
अक्षिरहिताः
अक्षिरहिताः
गर्तकण्टकादौ
कर्तखण्डकाहौ
पतन्ति
पतन्ति
तद्वत्.
तत्त्वत्
Yeah. So now he is coming to that example of this andha, blind being led by the blind. Darshana varjitatvat. means Varjit, Darshana Rahitatvat, because they don't have the right vision. Who don't have the right vision? Well, these people that we've been talking about, who claim that they know everything, they say been there, done that. Those people, Darshana Varjitatvat, Atma Darshana Varjitatvat, because they don't have, they know everything except Atma. At least Narada said, I know everything, but I don't know Atma. Correct? What a nice statement he made. Narada also is a been that, done that fellow. But he says, no, that's not enough. What is has to be known, I don't know. Which is what the student is asking here in Mundakopanishad. Kasminnu bhagavo vijnate sarvamidam vijnatam bhavati. Without knowing Atma, I can't say I know everything. Very interesting question there. That darshana varjitatvat. Because these people lack that vision of Atma. Andena eva niyamanaha yatha andaha. Now the example starts. Andhena eva, by anda. Anda Shankaracharya is explaining. As though we don't know what anda is. We don't know a lot of things. But anda word we generally know. It's a commonly used word. So andena eva achakshushkena means what? One who does not have eyes is called an andhaha. Like that, Shankaracharya is telling us. Achakshushkena. Chakshushkaha means with one with eyes. Achakshushkaha without eyes. Achakshushkena by the one without eyes. Eva alone. Aniyamanaha led. Led. Led means what? Pradarsyamana margaha means shown, being shown the way. Being shown the way. Pradarsyamanaha. And what can a blind do in terms of showing the way? Can hold the hand and do something. All right, that's fine. One blind person can know a little more than the other blind person. Nothing wrong with that. That can be expected. But Pradashyamana margaha yatha loke andhaha. Just as in our vyavahara, in our common life here, andaha. Andaha niyamanaha. Andaha niyamanaha go together. Blind people are led by the blind, one blind person. So andaha means what? Shankaracharya is saying akshirahitaha. Akshirahitaha. Again, same thing as achakshushkaha. Akshi means again eye. Chakshu also means eye. I think akshi is akshi. Akshi could be napumsakam. I don't know. Akshirahitaha. People who are lacking eyes.
Akshini. Napumsaka.
Yeah.
Akshi.
Napumsaka. Okay. Yeah, it's napumsaka. Correct. Akshi, akshini, akshini. Akshirahitaha garta kantakadau patanti tadvat. What is wrong with that? Well, when this thing happens, then patanti, they fall. They fall. They fall where? Garta kantakadau. Garta. Yesterday I was watching TV and there was a Hindi dialogue going on between two people. And he uses the word garta. Garta means a pit, a hole, ditch. That is the meaning of garta. And if I had not studied this Bhaashyam, I would not have known that word that he was talking on TV. I really did. Very coincidental. It happened yesterday. So, karta means like that. And then kantaka. Kantaka means thorny bushes. You know, if you fall on, thorns. I think all children, when we were playing children, we know. We run on without bare feet, and then we come home with all kinds of thorns. And so imagine falling in a pit or falling on a bush which is thorny. How painful it would be. That is example Shankara is giving. Kantakadau patanti tadvat. Tadvat means like that. Like that it will be. It will be. What will be? the situation where people say, I've been there, done that, okay, and they say, we don't need any gurus and we can help you if you want, like that, if they say, then the fate of such people will be like this, like that Shankaracharya is saying. So Swamiji gives a very interesting example. He says, I was there in Shimoga once. I gave a series of talks, and somebody was very interested in driving Swamiji. And so he drove Swamiji all right. He would drop off Swamiji, but he would not attend the class. And that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with him per se, but he wouldn't attend the class, it seems. So that's example Swamiji is giving. Somehow he thought, I think it's not for me, Swamiji is for me, but the teaching is not for me. How about that? That's a nice idea, no? So in Advaita, it doesn't work like that. Swami, like our Paravidyanandaji. Puju Swamiji just hold on to him like this. And then Paravidyanandaji said, Swamiji, today I got Sparsha Diksha. Swamiji said, nothing doing. There is no such thing called Sparsha Diksha and all. You have to sit in class and study. That is the only Diksha possible. There is no other Diksha. So, like that. So, if somebody, see, there's a student who was attending our class also. For long, he was attending very following everything. Then he stopped attending. Then something happened. He sent me a message or something, and then he sends back, someday Guruji, I want you to drive you around. He said, and I was thinking of all these things. I told him, driving me around, very nice of you to drive me around, but attending classes is even more important. So that's why this is very important, and we need the blessings of our acharyas for all these things. Okay. So therefore, what is the summary of this mantra? Same thing, same topic, karma, karmi, the commitment to karma alone, thinking that karma is the end game. There's nothing outside the world of karma, like that. If somebody thinks, then there is a problem. Let's look at the Anvaya of the shloka. Mostly similar. Avidyayam antare vartamanaha Avidyayam antare vartamanaha swayam panditam dhiraha iti cha manyamanaha iti cha within brackets. Swayam panditam dhiraha iti cha manyamanaha kama jara rogadi aneka anartha vrataihi. Shankaracharya's word. Jara rogadi aneka anartha vrataihi. That is one word. Janghanyamanaha. You can say, if you want, you can add some words here. Bhrisham pidyamanaha. Because pida we understand better. So, Bhrisham pidyamanaha.
Bhrisham.
Bhrisham, it is there in the Bhaashyam. Same word that is there in the Bhaashyam. Bhrisham Pidyamanaha. Bhrisham means again and again. Punaha Punaha ityartaha. Bhuyaha ityartaha. Janganyamanaha. Bhrisham Pidyamanaha. Mudhaha. Yatha andhena eva. यथा अंधेन एव नीयमानाः अंधाः यथा अंधेन एव नीयमानाः अंधाः परियन्ति कामा तथा ते परियन्ति तथा ते परियन्ति all three words applied तथा ते परियन्ति two pariyantis are there one pariyanti is for the blind people pariyanti then the second te pariyanti te means referring to this mudhaha
Guruji, the slokam and the mantra Panditam is there, but in the Bhaashyam Panditaha is there.
Correct. Bhaashyam, what is there? Panditaha.
Panditaha is there. Because Dhiraha is there, but Panditam, it looks like Dvitiya Ekavachanam, but in the Bhaashyam Panditaha is given.
Correct. So,
Guruji, Jara Rogadi Anek Anartha Pratehi is applied. So brackets?
Yeah. So Pandita, it must be plural. It can't be Panditam. So Dhiraha must be Panditaha. So therefore Shankaracharya said Panditaha. So Pandita must be added. In the Gita Press, it is not there. The word Panditam is not there. So we just put the word Panditam there. Because that is Moolam. Then Panditam is equal to Panditaha.
Okay.
In Kathopanishad also the same Panditam was, in Bhaashyam it is Panditaha.
Panditaha. Very good. Okay. Yeah, Shanti, question?
Guruji, can anybody send that in written in Sanskrit?
Send what written in Sanskrit?
This one, this Anvaya, too many mistakes are coming while writing.
Too many mistakes are coming. I have not read it yet. Let me read it once. Avidyayam antare vartamanaha swayam panditam dhiraha iti cha manyamanaha kama jara rogadi aneka anartha vrataihi janghanyamanaha mudhaha
Bhrisham Pidyamana.
No,
Bhrisham
Guruji, you
Pidyamanaha.
said Bhrisham. Bhidyamana. After
Prisham, I
Janmana.
dictated. Yeah, it is not there here. I just dictated that. Correct. Within brackets after Janganyamanaha, Prisham Pidyamanaha. Then Mudaha, Yatha Andhena Eva Niyamanaha Andaha Pariyanti Kama Tatha Te Pariyanti. Yeah, one of you can put it on the WhatsApp group.
So this Tatha Te Pariyanti is within bracket, is it?
Yeah. Correct. Tatha Te Pariyanti. Yeah, Shankara doesn't say that. Okay, those are our words. Or you can even say, see, Janganyamanaha, Bhrisham Pidyamanaha, Mudaha, Pariyanti, comma, Yatha andena eva niyamanaha andaha pariyanti. Like that also you can say.
Then Bhaashyam, he just gives tadvat, like that.
Tadvat. Tadvat.
Yeah.
You can put tadvat also. Tadvat also is good. So when you do your anvaya, you can do that. All modifications you can do. Okay, next. Kincha
Kincha
avidyayam
avidyayam
bahuda vartamanaha
bahudha vartamanaha
vayam kritarthaha
vayam krutarthaha
iti
iti
abhimanyanti balaha. Abhimanyanti balaha
abhimanyanti balaha
yat karmino na
yat karminonam
pravedayanti ragat
pravedayanti ragat
tenaturaha
tenaturaha
क्षीण लोकाश्च्यवन्ते.
Shina lokaksha vante.
Yeah, if you can say it completely, we can say avidyayam bahuda vartamanaha
Avidyayam bahuda vartamana.
vayam kritartha ityabhimanyanti balaha
Ayam krutartya vimanyanti pala.
yat karmeno na pravedayanti ragat
Yat karmino na pravedayanti ragat.
te naturaha क्षीण लोकाश्च्यवन्ते.
Te naturaha shina lokaksha vante.
Yeah. Kincha. Kincha means same topic is continuing. Moreover, Shankaracharya is saying Upanishad is continuing this discussion. Same idea is there here also in this shloka. Then this mantra also beginning with the same word, avidyayam. Yeah. So same word, same meaning here. Avidyayam bahuda vartamanaha vayam kritarthaha. Kritarthaha. Vayam been there, done that. Literally it is. Kritarthaha. Iti abhimanyanti balaha. They are modaha, here balaha. Yat karminaha na pravedayanti. Ragat. Ragat. Because they're committed to, they're drawn by their ragadveshas. Ragadveshas are important to be fulfilled. If that becomes one's goal, then this is what the fate is. Yat karminaha na pravedayanti. Those, they don't know this particular fact that should be known. Okay, that the student asked earlier on in this Mundaka. Tena aturaha kshina lokaha cha chavante. And so these people, chavante, they fall from all the blessings they have. To be born as a human being is a big blessing. Shankaracharya said in Viveka Chudamani. And so, or they may have gone to Swargaloka, etc. And then after that, they will fall because this attitude is not befitting. It can't take us too far. So that's the general idea here. Shankaracharya is going to explain. Paramarthanandaji is giving a story. He's telling a story. He's saying a person was walking in a forest, and a tiger was there. A tiger roared, coming after him. So he ran, and then he fell in a ditch, a deep ditch. And as he was falling, he realized he was falling, so he held on to a creeper. And then, fortunately, he was hanging by that creeper in this ditch. And the tiger is there. And so he was waiting for some time for the tiger to go. And now already the body is bruised. Blood is oozing out of his body, various parts of the body. Then there is a honeycomb in that ditch. And so these honeybees are pecking at him from all sides. He is standing on he found a small piece of some stone jutting out. So he was standing on that, fortunately. This is the situation. But then there is some honey drops that is falling in his mouth, and he is just enjoying it, it seems. And he's forgetting the whole situation. And he says, wow, life is great. Free honey. So dissatisfied with petty pleasures and forgetting what the person is surrounded by. So that's the idea here. And so that karma, that is why why this is so? Because ragat, he said, karma is such a thing, it produces immediate result. If karma did not produce result, would we do karma? Action produces result. There is nothing that produces result like action. Some things are more difficult to get, some things are easy to get. That's the only difference. But you have to do, in order to get something, you have to do something. That is very crystal clear. Do you know where Krishna said this? Krishna said this somewhere. I'll tell you what it is. It is shloka number 412, 4.4 chapter. Okay, that the fourth chapter is what? Karma Yoga, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. That is the chapter. Okay, there he says, Kankshantah Karmanam Krishna Yajanta Itad Iha Devataha Kshipram Hi Manushe Loke Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. You know what he says? He says, people who desire things, they worship gods. And why they worship gods? Because they know these things can be obtained. They are not asking for impractical things. They are asking for reasonable things only. Asking for children is not a small thing. It is asking for this, that. It's all possible. I see it everywhere, therefore I'm asking it. And then Kshipram hi manushe loke, in this human life. Kshipram Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. Born of karma, you can accomplish. Siddhihi Bhavati. Kshipram. Quickly. The results of karma are quickly gained. Krishna said that. And so we are hooked on to karma. Helplessly hooked on to karma. That's why I said nothing can get us what we want, unlike karma. But then it's finite. It is anitya. That is the thing. And so I was very disappointed when I saw these universities have their logos, the tagline. They have a tagline. And many universities have taglines like Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Okay, like that they have tagline. Okay. Shanno Varunaha, the Navy, they have tagline. So like this, so many taglines are there, which are all from the Vedic mantras. Now here, IIT Madras had this tagline, Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. I was disappointed a little bit because it comes in a different context altogether. It is a criticism of karma. And so I was a bit disappointed. I must say that. I did not tell Mr. Kamakoti, who is the director of IIT, but that is there in my mind.
I saw in a school one tagline, Ya Vidya Sa Vimuchayit. In a school.
That's very good. Yeah, Vidyas sa vimuchyate sa vimuktaye. Yeah, that's all good. Many taglines are good. Many taglines are very good. Even army tagline is good. Anyway, that's a different topic. So that's the introduction to this mantra. We'll come back to it next week. Yeah. Om आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
धन्यवाद।